Hey there, welcome to Hermit. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jackie. We're so excited to invite you into our safe space. Hermit Haven is like a cozy little hideout where we can celebrate being confident in ourselves as we find happiness in quiet moments.
So grab your favorite blanket and your favorite drink, and let's dive into today's episode.
Hi, I'm Jackie. Welcome back to Hermit Haven.
Hi, I'm Ashley. We're so excited to have you this week. This week we're going to chat about the end of our holiday series and really truly just honoring yourself during the holidays because I feel like so many times it's about everyone else, but it's important for us to be important also.
Yeah, there's always like the pressure, right? Like to give our kids the perfect holidays and to get, I don't know, just like have the perfect holiday decorations. You like see it everywhere. Like there's so much influence that we have from social media, from the store, from everywhere. And you're like, oh, that's cute and that's cute. I need that. I need that. And like, but do you really? Like sometimes yes, like you need it.
You
But
need
other
all of it.
times
What do you mean? I need my
I
whole wish
know.
list.
I know. And I feel like if we just want to talk for a second about decorations specifically, I feel like when I go to the store, like I feel like every year I need to bring out my decorations before I even go crazy this year. But I think it's okay. Sometimes I feel guilty when I have decorations, but I'm like, this was like past Jackie, but like current Jackie just doesn't vibe with it. But then I feel guilty because I spent money on it. Do you know what I mean? And then I'm like, I don't know. What do I do with it? Do I get new
Right.
stuff or not? And I think like it's okay to sometimes it's almost like clothes, like just like let go of the old.
Hmm.
Sometimes if it's just not your vibe anymore, or just like if you can store it, save it for next year. Maybe next year like you'll vibe with it more. But I think it's so easy to like second guess yourself when it comes to all the holiday things, not just like the events, but all the decor and all of the things and cute outfits and
Yeah, no, I agree. I think too, I think sometimes we realize, sometimes I don't think we realize like the whole year has gone by until we hit the holidays and we're like, oh, wait, the whole year has gone by. Like, we're in the holidays. So, like, it is the time of the year to like really be like, okay, well, like, how can I treat myself even better than I've been treating myself? Because I'm going to assume we've all been treating ourselves really good and taking care of ourselves and like showing up for ourselves. And I think it's continuing then showing up during the holidays and really making time for yourself and making sure that the things you need and want are happening.
I
Isn't
agree. Sorry, I sneezed. I was like, wait, let me mute myself while I sneeze. I agree. There's just so much going on and it's so fun. And like, for example, this week, so Glenn's dad and stepmom love like doing things. Like, and we are very big experience people. It's funny I say that and I'm always like, I just want to stay home. Like I love being a homebody and being an introvert. But Glenn and I are not really gifts people. Oh my gosh, I just could go down a rabbit hole about this whole subject. But I love experiences and we love like I think because our both of our love languages are what is it when you spend quality time.
Mhm.
So it kind of makes sense that we like doing things like that. But they found like this Asian lanterns at the zoo event next Monday, or we're gonna do that next Monday. The kids are off like all for the week of Thanksgiving, and so they found that, and we're gonna. And I said yes to that, and that's something we've been talking about in the holiday series is like make sure you're only saying yes to things that you really want to do or like you really have to do, which do you really have to do anything? I don't know. That's, I guess, subjective. But they asked us if we wanted to do it. And I was like, that sounds like so much fun. And so that was like a heck yes. And then they found like a circus that's apparently in Winter Garden. So they asked us if we wanted to go. And I was like, well, that sounds fun. Just like random experiences.
Yeah, I feel like
So
that's the
yeah.
best. Like,
No, we're just I'm just making sure that I'm like saying yeah, like not saying yes to too many things because I just know myself, but like saying it's still exciting to say yes. Like we're not I didn't want like the holiday series to be like stay home and only take care of yourself and don't say yes. Like definitely say yes if you're an experienced person. Like do the things, just be careful about how much yes you're saying so that you're not giving too much of energy out.
yeah, I think, and I think sometimes too, we get so excited we want to do it all,
Yeah.
right? And I think then it's not we forget about us, we forget about who's around us, we forget about like anyone, right? Like we're like, let's just go do it. This is so exciting, right? So I love that like it's just you're picking like a few things and not over saying yes, which is such a challenge because let's be honest, everything sounds good, especially during the holiday season. Like there's just some type of magic about like people getting together during the holiday season. Like I wish it was all year round where people were like willing to see others and spend time with others and take care of others and like buy others presents and like spend time, like whatever it is, and think about people in that way. Like I think sometimes we forget to think like we don't think about people in that light normally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
You know what I heard the other day? It's related, but up still tangent. I saw this video of this girl and she was talking about how, people want a village, but they also like don't want to expend like the energy to have the village.
yeah, they don't want
And
to be
so
villagers.
right. Yes. I thought it was such a good video. It was, and coming from me, an introvert, like I mean, I do have quite a few friends. I am like constantly in touch with people. It's not like I never talk to anyone or like go anywhere. It's just I love being at home. But it's so true. And she was like, sometimes you might not feel like going to your friend's birthday party that day, but like you said you would go and you need to show up for them if you want them to show up for you. And it's so true. And I've never been a flaky person. Like if I say I'm doing something, unless I'm sick or my child is sick or something that is extenuating circumstance, like if I say I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. So, and I think that's so important. And that is how you build like a little village. I don't know. I thought about that when I was thinking about our holiday episode because I feel like I've just been like spewing like I just want to do less and like stay home. And it's just not all about that. Like I'm still making sure that we're seeing family and we're doing things. I want to do a little Hanukkah party.
That'd be so cute.
And I know we've talked about this in other episodes too, but like past me, the past 2 years, couldn't really handle a Hanukkah party. And we did a holiday party last year for some of Glenn's coworkers, but that was like him putting it together.
Hmm.
It wasn't a Hanukkah party, it was just like holiday party.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have the energy this year and like current Jackie like wants to do more and keeping in mind like how much we're doing, but yeah, I just think different versions of you are able to do different things. And so yeah, this year's version of Jackie wants to do a Hanukkah party.
I mean, but you never
And
know if this year's version of Jackie's Hanukkah party becomes next year's version of Jackie and the
yeah,
year after, right? Because it's something you love and then you look forward to.
I know. Maybe next year I'll just have like a huge Hanukkah party. You never know, I might get crazy. This
But
year
I
will
feel
be
like
far
that's the
simpler.
thing about Hanukkah is we hear all the time, like it has to be this way, it has to do this, you have to do that, you have to show up to everyone's thing. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Like a list can go on, but like what about like what you want to do for the holidays? Like what do
Right.
what do you want to invent for yourself? And it could be something so small. It doesn't have to be like a whole Hanukkah party. It could just be like, let's say making cookies, right? You can go buy like the refrigerator cookie dough and maybe like, like get some food coloring and dye the sugar, and make some sugar cookies with your kids or yourself, right? Or your
Yeah.
partner. Or it could be like making a special meal, right? Or like maybe it could be like right? Like maybe you like more a game or like more of a challenge. So like maybe your partner could do like a cook show, right? And like challenge each other to who can make a better meal, right? Like I think that's the thing too, is so many times we think it has to be exactly how we were told it has to be. But it doesn't. It can be whatever you want it to be, right?
It's the fun part. You get to be creative with it. I'm excited. I'm gonna sit down like this weekend and think about like what I want to do for Hanukkah for the boys because I just feel like in the past couple years, like I'm first of all, I think Hanukkah's coincided with Christmas like a lot the past couple years, right? Like last year it definitely
Hmm.
did. I think the year before too. Can't remember, but
Yeah, this year I think
um,
Hanukkah is like right before Christmas, but ends like right after Christmas.
no, it starts on the night of the 14th is the first night, and I only know that because Aaron's birthday is the 14th.
Yeah.
It starts that it's that week, and so I think we're just gonna have like my in-laws over and just do like a little like Friday, maybe that Friday, and do a Hanukkah thing. But I want to do something each day with the boys, like a little craft or like bake something or just something small. Um, But yeah, I'm really excited because I feel like the past couple of years I just haven't like been there mentally to do that. And they're also like a little bit older, so it's kind of easier to do some stuff. But I'm excited. Just like I don't know, thinking about new traditions and whatever. It's fun.
I'm excited. I'm going to be with my family, like my parents for some of Hanukkah, and then I'll be with like my mother-in-law, like out in North Carolina, so it'll be fun. And Ari will be there. It'll be Ari's first Hanukkah and Ari's first Christmas. And Ari's first Thanksgiving. We'll be here for Thanksgiving. I don't know what we're doing yet.
Something else that I feel like I want to talk about on this episode, and I think it relates very much to like the new year, but that's like a holiday kind of. So, I mean, it is a holiday, but we're kind of talking about like Christmas, Hanukkah holidays, Thanksgiving. But I think during this time of year, we're obviously so busy. We have a lot of fun things happening. We're trying to take care of ourselves. And routines that we've had, whether like physical routines, maybe it's like how we've been cleaning our house, maybe it's how we've been eating or working out or skincare, like things that we've been doing for ourselves. I feel like sometimes it's easy for it to fall off and like us not to be in the same. Kids are out of school, like they get out of school in like mid-December, like December 18th or something is their last day before the, break. And they're off next week or they're off for Thanksgiving. And anyway, so I feel like during this holiday time, people feel like they fall off and they're like, "Oh, I'll just, like start back on January 1st," which is fine, but I've been listening to to YouTube videos on my walks and these girls are like, "Don't think of it as starting over." And I liked the concept that they said. And so we can maybe just like keep this in our little minds for,
Yeah.
going through the holidays. But they were like, don't think of it as, because I always don't like the concept of starting over. Like, I don't know. I just never liked that. I'm like, that feels like shameful almost. Like I did something wrong and I have to start over. I don't like it. And they're like, stop thinking of it as starting over. Just think of it as you're realigning to who you are right now.
Yeah.
And maybe it's you're realigning for 1 week of Thanksgiving when the kids are off, or maybe you're just realigning for this whole season, but you're realigning. And so maybe that means you need to just change up what you're doing so that you can still do things for yourself, even if it's not like exactly how you've been doing them.
I feel like too, it's like an opportunity to learn. Like I think especially during the holiday season, we don't have that many holiday seasons. So, what we do this holiday season, if it doesn't go the way we expect, we're gonna be upset. We're gonna be disappointed, right? We don't get this many holiday seasons, but I think, right, it's take the opportunity to learn, like you're saying, and bring it into, whatever's next. And it doesn't have to be the next holiday season, it can be whatever else you only get one opportunity to do.
Yeah, agreed. And I think it's easy to like be excited for the things that you're about to do, right? Like I'm excited to go to this Asian lantern thing. I'm excited to have the holiday party. And I think it's almost like when you go on vacation, like when you're getting ready to go on vacation and you're like so excited and then you go on the vacation and it's almost like the lead up to the vacation was more exciting than the actual vacation. I feel like that happens so often.
Oh my
Like,
gosh, all the time.
yeah, and I feel like that kind of happens on the holidays too. And then all of a sudden it's over and you're like, wait, where did it go? Like I was so excited for the Hanukkah party and now it's just gone. And so trying to really, as much as we can, be in the moment. I know like I hear that all over my TikTok and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But like really trying to be in the moment this holiday season and put down our phones more and try to like watch our kids' reactions to things or I don't know, just like be there with the people and have the conversations. And I just think that's so important because I'm someone that like my memory is so terrible. And so
Mhm.
I can't remember when like Gavin's first, I don't know, I can't always remember his first things or past years. But I know that like I was in the moment and I was present. And so even if I can't exactly remember all the things, I know that I was there and like really trying to, to mentally be there. And I know that's easier said than done depending on what season you're in or what's going on in your life. Like past couple of years it's been hard for me to be 100% present. There's just been a lot of emotional things going on. But as much as we can for the season that we're in and how we're feeling to like try to just be there. Do you know what I mean? So that it's not just
Yeah.
like, oh, the lead up was exciting and then it was over. Like at least you can be like, I was there and I was present.
Right. I wanna say too, it's okay if you don't have anything planned. It's absolutely okay. I feel like we have to have this big plan, and that's not the case. The big plan can be like go buy a nice little box of Trader Joe's Lockies, go home and make them for yourself and dip them in applesauce and be thankful for them, right? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a crazy plan. Again, be excited for whatever is the plan. It doesn't have to be more than it is. And I think too, make the most of it, right? Like if you just moved or you're don't have a lot of friends or like maybe you're not in a good place right now mentally, like right? So like find what would make you feel better in this moment where you're at, what you're doing, right? Like so maybe if you just move, maybe it's not about trying to find someone to go do something with. It's about going to see, the festival market here, or if you are in a mental place where you just need to put your head down and work the whole season. So maybe it's, pre-cooking some meals on your off day that are holiday, inspired, right? I
Yeah.
think that's what the holidays are about. Like what each season's about is finding a way to make it work for you in whatever season of life you're in.
Amen. That's such a good point. And a lot of our big holiday things are like we decorate the tree and watch, the Christmas, what is it? Christmas train movie, whatever the heck that's called.
Right. I don't know.
I don't know. We call it the train movie. So we watch that movie and like decorate the tree. That's one of them. We always go to Altamont to like walk around and see the Christmas lights, So you could just like
Mhm.
grab some, even if you don't have any big plans, like you could grab some hot chocolate and go wander around and look at Christmas lights or whatever. Just sit inside and watch a holiday movie and feel festive, like light a candle, feel festive that way. Like there's so many small ways to feel festive and in the moment without having to like go to the Asian Lantern Festival.
Yeah, exactly. And that could be something too, like, right, like let's say you are on a budget this year, right? So like but you still want to do something special. And I think this is why it's so important to eventually get to that mindset and that level in life where you plan ahead. But like maybe, saying like, okay, this is the one thing we're gonna do that maybe is gonna cost a little bit more. So maybe we're gonna instead of buying new gifts, we're just gonna thrift gifts, or we're just gonna buy one gift per person, or maybe this is the big gift, or maybe instead, if it's like at a botanical garden, maybe we're gonna buy a family membership and get a discount, and that's gonna be the big surprise for the holidays this year. So,
Yeah, highly
I
recommend
think
the Botanical Garden.
I just think, you know, I think so many times, I think maybe this is just like how life has been for me my past couple years, but like it's about being creative. It's about and I don't know if it's like gaslighting yourself to trick yourself or whatever, however you want to look at it, but like it's but I think it's not. I think it's being okay with the blessings you currently have in front of you. I think so
Yeah,
many times we're trying to trick ourselves to think of something else, or we're trying to gaslight ourselves to like think like this is this and that's that. It's not that. It's being grateful for what you had in this season. So maybe last season you were in a place where your holiday season looked different, right? You were
yeah,
able to travel, you were able to spend time with your family, you're able to host, right? Maybe you're in this season where, just spending like an hour watching Christmas movies or Hanukkah movies with your family is what you need. And that's going to be the big plan. And that's okay. Don't feel guilty and don't feel ashamed for it not being what it was or what you're told it should be or how you told it should be. It should always be what you want it to be, and you should just be creative and make the most of what it is and be blessed for what it is.
I agree. And some of those like moments are the best moments through the holidays. Like those are the ones that I remember. Like the small things of just like watching a holiday movie or
Mhm.
whatever. Like I said, like walking around and seeing the lights, something we do every year. That's like one of the number one things on my list. And it doesn't cost much. You just like drive over there and wander around. So I agree. I like the little small moments and just kind of being present. Doesn't take a lot. You don't have to go out and go to a bunch of parties and go do a bunch of stuff and go buy
Yeah.
a bunch of decorations or have a bunch of presents. Like that's just not what it's about.
I think too what's cool about the holiday season is because there's so many events and so many things to do, is it's a way to connect with people that you maybe don't always get to connect with. So like maybe maybe there's someone at work you really like talking to, and you've been wanting to kind of make that friendship more, right? And you hear there's like a scavenger hunt event, or like maybe there's a bingo, and you think that's more their type, something they would be into. And you're like, well, I don't really have any other friends. Why don't I reach out to them? Like, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Like, this is the season where people want that.
What do you think, Ari? Like, I concur. Well, I think this was a good end to our little holiday series. I just think this conversation is so important because it's so easy to let it get out of control. The comparison and just not feeling it like you're enough, or saying yes to too many things and not giving enough to yourself, or whatever, or losing, not being present enough. And I don't know. I just think it's so easy to just let it get out of control because it's exciting. It's a really exciting time.
Mhm.
There's so many fun things
We get
happening.
like distracted by our phones because like that's our everyday routine, but like we only see this person like once in a while. Like, put your phones down, put your like expectations down, like put all your worries down. Like, make sure walking into this season you're honoring who you are as a person, you're honoring the people around you, and you're respecting your wants and needs and your boundaries.
Yep.
This is a hard season, but it doesn't have to be harder.
Yeah. And it can be so fun.
Exactly. It's gonna be perfect no matter what it is. And it's not about you, it's about y'all being together.
Yes. I had a little visitor. He had to go to the bathroom.
Well, we love you all.
We love you. Thank you for being here. We're so excited. Can't believe it's been a whole year that we started this podcast. I was listening to some like other podcasts today while I was doing cleaning and stuff. And they're like, we're on our 200th episode. And I was just thinking, like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Like, we'll be there one day. Like,
I
I love
know.
this podcast so much. I am so grateful that Ashley, like, didn't force me to do it, but like, like prodded me into doing it because I don't think it's something that I would have ever like started on my own. I know this is like wasn't planned to say, but I just was thinking about this today and I just think we're like these conversations are so needed and our community that we're building is so incredible and it's just going to keep growing. So if you know someone that like is excited to pour into themselves more, like just feel more fulfilled in their life and grow more and you're ready to do that over 2026, through the next year. Like I already started my goals. Oh, and I was totally not going to have a word of the year. And I was listening to a podcast today and she said a word and I was like, I think that's my word of 2026. So you'll have to wait and find out. But we're going to be
I
talking a
love it.
lot about that stuff coming up
Yeah.
in our future podcasts here. So we're excited. It's going to be such a good holiday season and almost the new year. So crazy.
And just let us know what you want to hear next, or if you have any suggestions. And we just love these conversations. And we will join you next Wednesday and every Wednesday.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for spending time with us today and being part of our Hermit Haven community.
We hope you enjoyed our cozy chat and are inspired to embrace your inner hermit.
Remember, even in the quiet moments, you're never alone on this journey because we are truly all in this together.
So until next time, stay cozy, stay true to yourself, and keep spreading love wherever you go.
Bye for now.
We'll see you next time.